in sharing her reading with everyone, and so we're going live. Feel free to drop some questions or some comments in the comments if you'd like to. Also, if you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me, you totally can. You can find my sessions on my website, misswhitneyb.com. I do have availability left for this month, a couple of spots, and I do have some availability for next month. All right, this is about a connective tissue disorder and about the energy of it, and then also what its purpose is.
Where it comes from.
Where it comes from. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, let's talk about it. What did you want to know first?
Where it comes from.
These 3 cards are from a different deck and they were in this deck. Isn't that interesting? I feel called to read these cards because they're randomly in here. And so we have be in the present and dream of the future, back to what you love, miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Isn't that interesting? Where did we say we were starting? Was that with...
Where does it come from?
Was that the first one? Where does it come from? So be in the present and dream of the future. It's interesting because it's like, where does it come from? Well, it's almost like your heart yourself picked this as a way to ask you to be here now. While still looking to the future. So I don't think this is where it comes from. I think this is the energy of it, because that's the first thing I wrote down.
That is the first thing.
And so I think when I was doing the cards, that was the intention behind it. And so this feels like the energy of it is anchoring you to the physical world, but also asking you to dream big, Pisces, right? Dream big, Pisces, and anchor all to you what you want from this now moment. Also, it feels like, because it is a disorder, right? Something that is not orderly in your body. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. It's like it asks you to be present in a way that you wouldn't be if you didn't have illness.
That's facts.
It is facts. It asks you to sit with your body. It asks you to eat certain things. It asks you to not eat certain things. It asks you to do certain things and to not do certain things.
And to hold myself in certain ways.
Yes, correct. And so I feel like it's a part of this body, this incarnation, this version of you to be you. It's a part of it. And I feel like what I'm seeing in this is that there's a sense of intentionality with it.
That feels very true for me.
Does it?
Yeah.
If I feel like there's intention, like it's on purpose, right? And what's interesting is that it comes up as miracles and blessings. It's like, because you have to stay present, because you have to be with your body, and you have to be paying attention to these things, you are then present so that you can receive gifts and blessings, because you're consciously tapped into and turned on to the now and to yourself. This lifetime and all of the things that I have witnessed with you as a person and as a soul going on a journey, there's a lot of intentionality, a lot of presence in the moment. But if you did not have this, would you be that way? Because then your accident doubled down on it. It made you become even more sensitive and present. And the last time we read about the accident, it feels like this goes together. Because the accident made you become really present. You actually had to be very vulnerable as you healed and went through this because of all the things that happened because of it. But it's like this set you up to be able to do that. Can you imagine what a trauma that would have been if you hadn't had a connective tissue disorder that had already made you get still and slow with yourself and made you pay attention to you?
Well, and I'm thinking also when I was first starting my journey with physical therapy, they said that I would not have been impacted the same
Had
I not had this.
Yeah, correct.
I wouldn't have
It would have been worse.
No, it would have been a lot. It would have been minor. Probably nothing that anybody would.
So it's a double emphasis on it. I feel that. I feel the accident felt like a double down on something. And I knew that it was a way for you to change your life, but I didn't realize like that these things kind of go together, and it makes sense with the whole accelerated growth program you're like doing for your life in general, that you would use things like this as tools to continuously moving you on. It's like in bowling there's a handicap. Does that make sense? Where do you know what it is? So in bowling, like when you're playing against somebody who's like a phenomenal player, a bowler, and you're not, you get a certain amount of points in your favor for the thing. And it kind of feels like, while this may look like a burden, it actually is giving you
a leg up.
A leg up, yeah. On the intentionality of this lifetime. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I feel like that's pretty true. I feel like I move in the world with a significant intention and presence.
You do. And empathy. And compassion and kindness, because you know what it is to hurt. You know what it is for things to not be a way that makes it easy for you to function. And so when you're with the job that you do, working with littles like that, you have so much kindness, so much compassion that you can sit and get on their level and do all of those things. This is a part of that. Presence. Be in the present. Be here now. While still dreaming over there. Also, it feels like it kind of balances out some of your Pisces energy. Because Pisces can be real dreamy and not very present. In balance, though, it's both of those things well, easily, effortlessly. And I feel like this has helped you to be that so easily, so effortlessly, because you don't read Pisces. I would have never guessed you were a Pisces. You have a lot, in my mind, you have Aries energy. How you move. But then that makes sense because Mars rules Scorpio as well, and my Venus and your Venus is in you have Scorpio.
Aries, yeah,
you have Scorpio and Aries. You have a whole bunch of fire going on that moves you. And so
I do have Scorpio rising.
It feels like you have balanced yourself with this, which is interesting, is that the rounding out with the kindness, that to me feels like it's your level of empathy. You were a CNA for 17 years. People who are not sensitive and kind and thoughtful are just not going to be in care positions like that, because it's annoying. It's too much, but not for you. And then to work with the littles on that level, like, whew, that takes a lot of kindness and passion and understanding.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just saying goodbye.
Okay, you're on camera.
Yeah, you're on camera.
Love you. Have a beautiful day.
Bye.
It's good to see you. So it's like it made you soft in this life and connected to the frailty that is human. I don't know why I chose that word, but it feels that way. We love to think we're so strong, we're these primal animals, and we are. And also, it only takes a certain amount of pressure to break a bone. It only takes a certain amount to hurt someone's psyche. It only takes so much to do these different things. And you are highly aware of that and very skilled at how you work with people and doing no harm. That connective tissue, it plays a role in that. Because it's like it makes you soft. Because you have to be soft. Also, your tissue is soft. There is a softness about your entire self. And this is the energy of that. Isn't that fascinating? I found that to be fascinating.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, but it was that deck and now weird. Where is that deck? Oh, here it is.
Oh, to fit them together.
Yeah. So that was the energy of it. What was the other question? It was the energy of it. It was
its purpose and where it comes from.
I feel like the energy of it and its purpose go together.
Yeah.
Because shape defines, function. in this way. And so we shall see, but I'm going to pull a couple more for purpose. I also want to pull that other deck. Purpose of this connective tissue disorder.
Yeah, those parts are so beautiful.
Act as if. So you've had a lot of time to sit and to ponder and then to imagine what you want in this physical world.
This is true.
This is the underlying of its purpose, is to have you sitting quiet, still, imagining what you would like to receive, and then acting as if it's already here, because through that acting as if, it aligns. Because it has to. It's inevitable. It's impossible for it to not to, because that's the attraction point. Does that make sense? Okay. Purpose. Receive with love and appreciation. Again, that frailty that I need to be cared for. Not only do you do caring for a lot of people, but you also require a lot of care and help from others to provide that care for yourself. This has to do with that intentionality piece I'm talking about. I can feel that strongly. Okay, we have receive with love and appreciation, spend quality time together, demonstrate love in the heart of the matter.
Dang, all heart related.
It just, for me, like, this is self-explanatory. I will explain it more, but like it feels like duh. You know? I always tell you that. Remember, I'm like, Spirit, make it feel like duh. Like, yeah. Because it's just so clear. This is, to me, profoundly clear. Receive with love and appreciation. So if you're sitting and relaxing and having to be in ease, then you can receive from this place, right?
Yep.
That softness allows you to receive. Because Spirit's saying something about the skin, the bones, these are boundaries. Tissues, these are boundaries, but yours are more flexible. Which makes sense too, that boundaries have been the work. Boundaries have been the work. And you have learned a lot about boundaries and how to cultivate love and still have boundaries and recognize self versus others. That's what I feel well. It's like you've had to sit with yourself a lot. You have spent a lot of quality self-time.
I have.
Throughout your life.
I have.
Yes, you have. And this adds to that. Like, I think that that's probably a natural part of your nature as well. But then having this illness or this disorder and then the food stuff, like how all that kind of goes together, you have to sit with yourself. You have to be thoughtful about yourself. There's no choice in it or you will be ill.
Yes.
Period. And what I really appreciate is that I feel like in this, you respect others who have these challenges, and you hold the boundary that it is also their job to provide that care for themselves, whether that's for advocating for their needs, whether that's doing it themselves. But you have been a strong advocate for it's okay to be ill and to need support. And also it is your role as the person who is ill to advocate for yourself. With your previous partner, you talk about that a lot.
Yep.
It is okay that that's there. There's no issue with that. The issue is you taking care of yourself to make sure that you're preemptive about providing that care, because things are going to happen no matter what. That's life. COVID comes, it goes. It's a thing. You can't stop that. But what you can do is make sure you're taking your vitamin C, that you're taking good care of your body and doing the things that it needs by eating the quality nutrition and doing these. You understand that on a deep foundational level that you would not have if this wasn't a part of you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. This spend quality time together. This is you and spirit and your spirit, right? And then also your intentionality with others. You're very good at being in that one-on-one space, that we're here, we're together, we're doing the things. I care about your feelings. I want to hear about your feelings. Also, I want you to hear about mine, and I care that you hear about mine. Do you see that balance in that? We were talking the other day. What were we talking about? Oh, when somebody upsets you, and they put it back on you. Well, you just tell me when I upset you. Yes, I will tell you. Also, I want you to watch yourself. That's that balance in that, right? I am going to advocate for me. You advocate for you. You have my best intentions at heart. I have your best intentions at heart. And we do our dance. You are so, so good at that. And you're also really good at recognizing when that's not happening. and when it is time to move on out.
Mm-hmm.
Or I feel like moving out is one of your last choices. You're more about having conversations and like creating clarity, creating boundaries, creating understanding. It's when all those things don't work that you're like, okay, this situation is no longer working for me, and I am understanding that, and then I am taking action for me in that.
That's true.
And then the heart of the matter, you are the type of person, because you do sit with yourself so much and you are so present, you ask that of others. And to share the truth with you, to their truth, how they're feeling. What is the heart of the matter? What do you need? Or what do you want? Or where are you? And you share those things equally as openly. Actually, I feel like even maybe just a little bit more, because you tend to attract people who are a little less open than you at times. But there's balance in all of this. So not only are you good at receiving love and appreciation because of this, this is the purpose of this. It was to teach you how to sit and be still, and then how to caretake yourself. Because without you taking care of you, everything else is a show. And that's just life. We all know this, if anybody's paying attention. And I think because of the stillness, the heart of the matter, it says there is more going on than meets the eye. You know what it feels like to me? Is that you can sense and feel when there's more going on. When you're still. When you're quiet. When you're with yourself. This doesn't feel right. I don't know why, but I know it doesn't. Or, this feels real good. I like that. What's that about? I feel like you can see those things well. Okay, what was the last one?
Where does it come from? Because it's a genetic disorder.
I really got to work on creating the deck that I'm wanting, because I don't feel like any of these decks are going to give me the answer how I want them. But we're going to see. I'm going to give it a shot. Second, first. Might just be passed through the DNA. Like just point period.
I'm curious which side.
Because I don't know if
it's mom, if it's dad.
I'm going to take a shot at knowing that answer. I don't know that I can clearly define that for you, to be very honest with you. Could come from both sides too. That might not be something
like
I
a
can
recessive
divine.
gene that
Could be neither
was
of your
never
parents had it.
expressed, and then I came to be, and then there it is.
Well, or it was expressed many generations ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Light this up, universe, if you can.
Oh, there's one up there.
Bad health. I think it's in the DNA. I honestly don't know where it's coming from. There's a man in that bed, so we could say father. If I was to just judge off these cards, that would be my guess, because it also came up in the father reading. But the house definitely makes me feel like it's in the DNA. Because what's the house? It's the foundation.
Yeah.
It's your home. It's where you live, right? And your DNA is what you live off of. So...
And it is a DNA
it is
related issue.
Which is interesting, because all of these cards speak about it being something that is a gift. And here you have sun and wealth at the bottom of the deck again, with a gift of prosperity. And so how interesting. I think that might be a new thought process for you with spirit, because this is the overriding theme with this over and over again, is that it's a gift. 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 And so... makes me feel like you're looking at it wrong.
I mean, I don't consider it to be a bad thing.
You don't? No. Okay. No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because when I look at the packet that my doctor had sent me about it, all of the side effects, I guess, if you will, adverse pieces of it that people with this disorder can experience.
You don't have that.
I don't have 90% of them.
Aww, look at that hummingbird.
So beautiful.
Hummingbirds represent miracles. And so I think it was used as a tool because the bad health is on the ground away from the reading.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that?
I do.
And so it's not here in the heart of it. It's over here on the side. And so I wonder if it's something that at one point was absolutely a bad health thing. We didn't have good technology just 40, 50 years ago. Our science has grown ridiculously, our medical, all of those things. And so I wonder if somebody farther down the line, and it is a man in that bed, so it could absolutely be the father lying. Look at my hair stand up. That used to cause a lot of suffering. But that you yourself are only using it and having it, like that 10%, is for you to be in this space, this self space. Because again, it's being given to you, and there's another man's hand. It does make me feel like it's the fatherland. And I think it's old. Distant horizons, I think it's old. It probably hasn't shown up in a few generations, 2, 3, maybe 4. And so I think you were like, oh, it's lessened a lot. Let me use some of that. That's how it feels. We can ask more. Or does that feel good to you?
No, that feels good to me.
Does it? I feel like it's pretty clear. Also, you have the sudden wealth card. Like, again, that 777, that sudden
And
wealth.
unexpected income.
And it's a gift. It's a pleasure. It's something that is meant to really support you. And that's 31. The bad health is a 4. Order, structure, discipline, step-by-step actions that lead to success. That is Emperor energy. So maybe it also has to do with the masculine energy in your own body and how you give. You give in so much stillness. Actually, you don't really give. Well, you can give in stillness. You give in action too. But you are excellent at sitting and listening and receiving. It is something I consider you to be excellent at. I wonder if it's helped temper, because our feminines in this world are in a lot of masculine energy just because of the dynamics of the world and what we came here to do and how we're realigning that. And I wonder if this is your little stake in that. If you're like, I will have this, I will be this guy so that I can know this experience, and I can also, in being me, help the all. With the emphasis on being you. This is what people lose, particularly light workers, is they're like, I gotta save the world, I gotta be the hero, I gotta do all the things, and they put themselves at the bottom of the list.
I was gonna say, you can't do that.
You cannot. Well,
if you lose yourself.
How many people do that and lose themselves over and over and over and over again?
But you're not as effective.
No, but why is this your purpose in this life? That's what I'm saying. It's you. If this is your purpose in this lifetime, is to be that variance. And there's a whole bunch of people doing it with you, but they're not around you. Because that's what you're doing for your little cluster, you know? I think it's fascinating. Okay, where are we at on time?
11:12.
Okay.
I don't know when we started.
Do you want to do a second video so that they're separate?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you can just stop it. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Drop your likes in the comments.
I don't know how to stop. Is it the X? Are you sure?